If you've been lathering yourself with the most expensive creams, buying the trendiest probiotics, or using all the fancy red light gadgets that are out there, but your skin still isn't clearing up, this video is going to change the game for you. Over 2 years ago, a client came to me in crisis. She had full body rashes from head to toe after struggling for years with eczema. Within just weeks of addressing her gut health, her skin completely transformed, and she hasn't had full body rashes like that ever again. In this video, I'm going to share the exact 5 gut health hacks that I gave her. These are not the usual tips that you hear repeated everywhere. They go straight to the root of why your skin is inflamed, breaking out, or reactive in the first place. We're diving into the gut-skin axis, and we're going to uncover a real long-term path of healing. If you're in the middle of a flare-up right now, stay with me till the end. I've got a natural topical relief that you can use to bring relief, not to heal the root cause, but to soothe your skin in the process of healing as you do the deeper work. Hi, my name is Selena from Wholeness Campaign. If you're new to this channel, welcome. I have healed from chronic IBS, parasitic infection, Lyme's disease, food intolerances, allergies, asthma, and a host of neurological symptoms associated with multiple severe concussions. And it's my passion to help people overcome the same chronic symptoms that I used to struggle with. So let's jump in. The first thing you're going to want to do if you want to get to the root cause of healing your chronic skin issues is to rebalance your gut bacteria. This is the primary reason that people get acne, eczema, psoriasis in the first place. Too much bad bacteria, not enough good bacteria. This bad bacteria will literally overgrow and cause infections in the skin where that pathogenic bacteria is literally eating away at the skin surface. For this, you need much more than a store-bought probiotic, something that you can get off the shelf at Whole Foods. These are simply not strong enough, especially when the bacterial imbalance is so extreme. The best thing you can do for this is kefir, and I actually have some kefir right here, ironically. I kind of forgot I was going to talk about this. But kefir in my wine glass. Kefir has the most number of strains of beneficial bacteria and yeast that can help to repopulate the gut bacteria and actually start to kill off some of those pathogenic bacteria in your gut. You need this in order to repair your microbiome, I promise. Don't be surprised if you experience symptoms getting worse before they get better. So say you introduce some kefir and you get a little bit of a flare-up on your skin. I would not be shocked about that. That's actually a sign that the pathogens are starting to die off. Start really slow. Start with literally a drop of kefir if you need to, because too much too fast is going to cause too much of that bacteria to die off, and it can cause uncomfortable symptoms as your microbiome is rebalancing. Fun fact, you can actually put kefir directly onto your skin on whatever patch or area that is experiencing a flare-up. That can help to actually rebalance the ecosystem on your skin that is a direct reflection of your gut, but you can do this topically, so that's kind of a fun fact. Not my topical remedy that I'm going to mention later, but it does help. If your external skin is a direct reflection of your microbiome, then anytime you see some sort of symptom on your skin, you know that you need to do some gut healing work. You need to actually work on resolving the ecosystem in your microbiome. Kefir is a great place to start, but if you want to dig into more foods that help to heal the gut microbiome and resolve, honestly, whole body health, I made a free Food as Medicine Masterclass, which is linked in the description box below, and it goes through the most important foods for healing your gut and getting started. So if you're new to this idea of getting to the root cause of your symptoms, go ahead and check that out because I give you the baseline of information that you need to know, starting with step 1. The second hack for healing your skin is that you need to detox your liver. Skin issues can also largely be due to toxicity. Your skin is one of your major detox organs, meaning that your body will actually push toxins out through your skin if and only if your liver is not functioning properly. If your body is overloaded with metals, contaminants, chemicals, it will start to come out through your skin. It should be filtered by your liver, but unfortunately, if your liver is clogged up, if it's congested with all the other toxins, then your skin becomes your second line of defense. So skin issues should ring a bell in your mind that you need to support your liver. I did a whole video recently on this on how to do a 3-day liver detox. Go ahead and check that out. I'll have it linked in the description. But I go through, honestly, the most important elements to doing a true liver detox from a very holistic, completely natural perspective. But you need to cleanse your liver, and my favorite way to do this is through coffee enemas. I mentioned it in that video, but coffee enemas go directly to the liver, causing your liver to hiccup toxins, and they would get eliminated through your stool. Therefore, the liver can start functioning again, and it doesn't have to put as much stress on the skin. The third hack for healing any sort of skin issue is going to be collagen. You may or may not know this, but your skin is made up of collagen. It is an essential building block to your skin. Ideally, you are taking in large amounts of homemade collagen on a regular basis. I do not subscribe to the collagen supplements that are out there on the market right now. A lot of them have been known to contain heavy metals and toxins, which inevitably does the opposite of what we're trying to do. Plus, by the time you're eating this powdered collagen, it is highly processed. Often there are multiple additives and sugars inside of it and very little bioavailable nutrients. Bioavailable just means recognizable nutrients, meaning that this powdered processed form is not in a form that's very recognizable to the body. The body doesn't know how to use powdered collagen in the same way that it does when you make your own homemade collagen, which I'm going to explain here in a minute. You need nutrition in a form that your body can recognize. This is why I don't subscribe to tons and tons of supplements, because oftentimes very little of that is actually getting absorbed into your body. So this leads me to the best way to get this, which is through meat stock. I feel like I mention this in every video, but it's just so true and I need everybody to know it. In essence, you're literally going to put some chicken wings in some water with some salt, bring it to a boil and let it simmer for 1.5 hours. And what you're going to get at the end of it is super rich in collagen. It is so key for healing not just your skin, but your gut lining, which controls so much of your body's immune system function, mood, your digestion. It honestly covers so many bases. So I really recommend incorporating meat stock, not just your powdered collagen supplements. It's also much cheaper than those oftentimes. You can add your favorite seasonings and make it taste like Lipton soup. I have a great recipe up here on my channel that I'll have linked in the description box below. The best part is, though, if there is skin on the chicken, which presumably there would be if you're having chicken wings, then you're getting all the nutrients from the chicken skin that would directly translate into your body for your skin. Dr. Natasha is really big on this. She says, eat your problem. And if your skin is a problem, then you need to eat skin. But if you don't want to eat skin, then you should put the skin in meat stock and let the simmering process extract all those nutrients so that you can drink it and get all the benefits. This goes beyond just saying, I need collagen for my skin. You're going to get all the other nutrients that are necessary for healthy skin, not just collagen, and that is going to be so important to your healing. Number 4 is fat. For those of you with itchy, dry skin, eczema, you need to increase your dietary fat. This is how your skin actually holds on to moisture. Believe it or not, intaking fat will actually lubricate your skin in a sense. This is how the skin heals itself. This is how your skin will hold on to moisture. This is how your skin gets nutrients. There are so many nutrients in animal fats like butter, tallow, lard, ghee. Fat-soluble nutrients like vitamin A, D, E, K, all of these things that people are making supplements out of to try to lather on our face. If you actually eat it, so if you start cooking with butter or cooking with tallow or drizzling it on your food, you're getting these nutrients, these fat-soluble nutrients in concentrated amounts that are going to go directly to your skin to help to restore it. Now, here's the thing. Many people cannot just go and eat large amounts of fat, increase your fat intake without addressing your gallbladder's ability to digest the fat. Anytime you increase the fat, that's going to stimulate bile flow, and your body needs to get used to eating new amounts of fat. So if you're going to increase it, I would recommend increasing it slowly. And if you get symptoms like dizziness, nausea, floating stool, then that's a signal you're not actually digesting the fat. So you might be eating it, but your body's still not absorbing the nutrients. And that would be a gallbladder issue. This is something that I walk people through in my Whole Health Blueprint, my 6-month coaching program that's literally designed to help you heal your gut completely. This may require certain supportive supplements and gallbladder detox that is beyond the scope of this video. But if you really want to go deeper into that, if you think that you might have this issue, go ahead and check out the link in the description to learn more about the Whole Health Blueprint and apply for the program. I teach you how to heal your gut with really 3 phases: addressing the gut imbalance, decreasing toxicity, and regulating your nervous system. And that's all compiled into the whole course content with 12 one-to-one coaching sessions the entire way through. So it's a very high touch program. I would love to work with you. But the main thing here is that you can't just increase your fat. You need to make sure that you're actually absorbing the fat. If you aren't noticing the benefits of it, you might have an issue with digesting fat. And the 5th hack is that you're going to want to increase your protein and decrease your carbs. Like I said, the biggest problem with skin-related issues is this bacterial imbalance. And if you're eating lots and lots of sugar, lots of carbs, which translate to sugar in the body, then you are essentially feeding the problem. You're feeding those pathogens. My recommendation would be to increase animal-based proteins, eat so much meat that you couldn't imagine eating another bite, that you're not even hungry enough to eat the carbs. You will put your body in this state where it is naturally killing off these pathogens and getting all of the nutrients that it needs to actually repair your skin, because like I said, animal products are really where it's at. One of the first things that anyone says when they start the carnivore diet, where they cut all carbs and they only eat protein, some dairy, and generally speaking, will eat animal fats, they will say that their skin clears up almost immediately. And the reason for this is twofold. One, you're cutting out all carbs, which feed pathogens, and so you're dramatically decreasing your pathogenic load. And two, so much of the carbs that we take in are actually processed carbs that add to the toxicity in our body that then needs to be processed by the liver, and if not, pushed out through the skin. So I'm actually not saying that you need to go no carb, but I would recommend decreasing your carbs for a period of time, not forever necessarily. And I do believe it will show up positively on your face as long as you're doing some of the other things I've mentioned here in this video. Now, this topical treatment, if you are in the midst of a flare-up, I want to give you something that I think is going to really help you soothe the pain. Again, this is not something to rely entirely on, because I've seen people do that and this eventually will stop working if you don't address the root cause. For some people, this might not even work. But for those of you who will, I want to tell you, and that is plantain salve. So you can actually make an herbal salve out of plantain leaf, and plantain leaf is known for soothing any sort of skin irritation or inflammation. It is really good for eczema, really good for any sort of even bee stings or cuts and burns. It is known as nature's Neosporin. Let me know in the comments if you'd like a video tutorial on how to make this, but you're basically going to make a salve, an herbal infused salve out of plantain leaf. Often people will use tallow or olive oil, and that really just helps to soothe the skin when it's really irritated, really inflamed, and it's hurting very badly. If you know me, then you know that I don't love essential oils, so just be aware of that. If you go and buy a plantain salve on Amazon or something, make sure that it doesn't have essential oils. These essential oils often are not diluted properly. If you know how to dilute them, great, but they often aren't diluted properly. And even if they are, they contain properties that can actually be irritating to wounded skin. I know this is controversial, but I really just don't recommend essential oils. Find a plantain salve that doesn't have any of that so that you can just get the benefits without any of the risk of irritation. If you got any value out of this video, like the video. And for more gut healing, root cause approach content, subscribe to my channel, because we would love to have you here in this community. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.